So
Power
that is
disruption is the main problem.
power
we are
disruption
facing.
is the main issue for that. And to tell you also, since it has to come from 100 kilometers, suppose there is some power interruption somewhere. So again
Chain
it takes
reaction.
the chain reaction, and suppose there is a power interruption for about 5 minutes, again to get the entire kilometer of pipelines to be filled with water and with necessary force to come, it will take another 3 hours. 5 minutes of breakdown there will take about 3 hours
So
for
I understand your problem, Mr. Ramamurthy, but the real culprit is BESCOM, not you.
Power interruption, I would say, is a major
Have you ever
problem.
talked to the BESCOM
Oh yes,
chief?
we are in regular touch.
What do they say?
No, more than BESCOM, I think it will be KPTCL.
KPTCL.
Because this is a power that we require near the production center, not within Bangalore city. Bangalore city, within the Bangalore city, BESCOM is the agency which is
Are
giving
they
us
as
the power.
helpless as you are?
No, but I should really credit them, because KPTCL and BESCOM, they act very fast and they listen to our requests, and immediately they come back and do that. Maybe they have their own problem with the grid or something like that. But we are in perfect coordination.
But you people, I think BESCOM as well as BWSC, both keep saying that we are doing maintenance. If that is the kind of maintenance you keep, why there is a breakdown every other day?
As I said, as far as the water supply is concerned, we have got a very, well laid out kind of a maintenance plan. Only this power interruption which happens is unscheduled. It is not a very scheduled kind of a thing. So when unscheduled power interruption happens, our water supply system gets affected. So unfortunately, we cannot help it. We have been requesting the power authorities, and they are doing their best, of course, that I should say, and coming to our help as soon as it is done. More important is for us 220 kV station at TK Harohalli, where there is a major grid problem. They also could not do anything, of course, for example. But we are in touch, of course, and we keep that system, bring back the system as early as possible.
But people are irritated. People get irritated.
I understand
no power,
that.
no water. Just imagine.
I understand
I'm sure
that.
you also have a house. If that happens,
I understand.
BWSC, my wife must be taking you
That's
to
what
task.
I have a lot of concern. I'm also worried. So we try to do our best at the least possible time to put back the system.
Mr. Ramamurthy, you were supposed to replace all old pipes. In South Bangalore alone, I think 60,000 volt pipes were to be replaced. It was to be funded by a Japanese agency. What is the progress?
See, this is a little different kind of a thing, not just replacement of pipelines, because what has happened is, as you rightly say, we are bringing water. A lot of water is also going away as leakage and unknown kind of loss, which we call in our sector called UFW, unaccounted for water. This is the water, that is the terminology used in the water sector. So we would like to see that this leakage of water is plugged, so that so much extra water is available to the citizens.
About leakage water, I will get back to you.
What you are talking about is the same thing.
Because the pipes thing. Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Because
please.
that is in the south zone, we have taken south zone. I mean, we have got 6 divisions in Bangalore city. So we have taken south division, where about 110,000 connections are there. And there, of course, we have taken a very integrated kind of a work there, where replacement of the pipeline, replacement of the house service connection, replacement of meters. So all kinds of works are being done to see that there, say, suppose loss is about 36-37%. We would like to bring it down to around 15%. So much extra water will be available to people. But this is a huge work, of course, it will take time, and this particular work has been already tendered. And the
work has not started.
No, a tender is in the market, so there's a time, because it is being assisted by JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency. So there is the authority, I mean, this is the institution which is giving us the loan. So we have to follow certain guidelines of the loan disbursing authority.
This, I think you yourself announced about, I think, almost 7 to 8 months ago.
Yeah, because JICA procedures are like that, where you have to take permission from JICA at every step. And this kind of work has never been done in Bangalore so far. Perhaps I would say it has never been done in anywhere in the country. So that kind of a work that is being taken up.
So you are concentrating only on South Bangalore.
South division.
South division?
Which South division, not entirely South
division
Bangalore.
South Bangalore.
Not exactly. There is another called Southeast division, which also has a part of South city, South Bangalore.
Okay.
So, but a major part of South Bangalore comes under the South
Why
division.
South Bangalore first? Is it bad? Is it much worse than the other
No,
parts?
in a sense, we are now trying to plug the leakage. So you find the
So leakage is more in South
there
Bangalore?
because more water is available in the south.
That's why you chose South.
So you choose, so that you can reduce the leakage to the best possible extent at the earliest possible.
Mr. Ramamurthy, when you shut down water supply, private tankers make merry. They charge heavily. God knows where they get water from. There is no check on quality. How do you deal with that?
Now I will tell you about the private tankers. What are they doing? They are selling water. That means they are trading in water. So they are trading water like anybody else trading in some certain things. So any person who is trading in Bangalore city has to obtain a license from the Bangalore Corporation, BBMP. So these private tankers obtain licenses from the BBMP to trade, to sell water. So it is a licensing authority. By the terms and conditions of license, they have to regulate this private this thing, the quality of water, the quantity
Even
of water.
quality of water
No,
also
yeah,
checked up.
any licensing authority.
Shouldn't you be doing that, Mr. Ramamurthy?
No, since it is a licensing authority under the Act, under the Municipal Corporation Act, this is a licensing authority. Licensing authority only lays down the conditions of quality, quantity, various other issues. So they have the power of inspection, they have the power of cancellation, they have power of regulating these kind of activities. So, but whenever they ask for our help, of course, we always chip in. That is a different thing altogether. But legally,
they are responsible.
legally, they are the ones who have to control and this thing. And we have been.
Mr. Ramamurthy, I am little confused.
Yeah.
About problems of getting water, you blame Bescom, no power. About water tankers, you say, don't blame me, blame BBMP. So where should the citizen go to?
Absolutely. So, no, I am not blaming either Bescom or the BBMP or anything like that. No, I am only trying to give you the legal position, because whenever we take action, let us say, we have to take action legally under a particular legal this thing, because people can always go request to legal issues. So, as far as the tankers are concerned, I said it is the BBMP which is giving license, which has to regulate this activity. And as far as, of course, power supply is from the Bescom, so if there is any interruption which is not in my hands, they have to take some measures to see that interruption will not be there. But combinedly, whether it's BBMP, Bescom, we are the utilities, of course, we have to, we have the greater responsibility to deliver the
Mr. Ramamurthy, greater responsibility is fine. But there is no coordination between various agencies. When I speak to Bescom, they blame BDLSC. When I speak to BDLSSB, somebody, they blame somebody. If everybody passes the buck, where will the citizen stand?
True, of course. There should be perfect coordination. I mean, there is no dispute about it. There is no second opinion in it. And as far as my knowledge is concerned, we have a good coordination as such. But sometimes what happens at the lower levels, maybe, sometimes that kind of a coordination could be lacking sometimes here and there. But overall, the kind of a coordination is there. See, I give it to BBMP, what are the work that I take, and they tell me what are the work they are going to take. So, a lot of problems are also sorted out at that level. Not that that is not seen outside, but where there has been some lack of coordination, because instantly some work had to be done. So probably then each cannot consult the other.
You mean better coordination should be there?
But of course, I think I definitely agree with you. I think we have to have much more coordination.
Yes, Mr. Ramamurthy, it seems you have put a blanket ban on new water connection. I remember when we met last time, we had made it very clear. Is it true, and how do you justify it? More and more apartments are coming up.
No, for your information, there is no such ban, of course. There is no such ban as such.
Anybody can get water connection?
Yes, definitely. In fact, people
Will you give water connection if you build a house tomorrow?
Oh yes, why not? Definitely. Absolutely, there is no problem. But what happened in the summer season, in the thick of summer, when a lot of people came for, we said, okay, since whatever water is we have is limited, available, and this is a crisis, immediately sanctioning would aggravate the problem. So for the very small, about 1 or 2 months or so, we said it. Right now, there has been no ban. We have been in our area.
So the news is there is no ban on new water connections. Anybody can apply.
Absolutely. You can take it further.
Oh, that's good news.
There is no ban at all. Definitely, we are giving water connection.
One Dr. Ashwin Mahesh, he has sent a question for you. He says in the CMC areas, people are asking whether they will ever get water supply, Kaveri water supply. Many MLAs promise their constituents that they will get them water, Kaveri water. What is the true position? Who will get Kaveri water and who will not?
Okay. Now, this is a very frequently asked question, I would say. Because
one more frequent.
Because what has happened is, in these CMCs area, 8 urban local body areas which have come into the BBMP now. Earlier, they were not a part of BBMP. So, they are not part of BWSSB. So, it had individual CMCs. But then only what has happened, the then government had passed an order that BWSSB should take up development of infrastructure in these areas and also should provide water, though it is not within the jurisdiction of BWSSB. So as per that particular scheme, we have laid all the water pipeline in the entire 8 ULB areas, more than about 2,300 kilometers of pipeline, feeder lines, distribution lines, everything has been laid. but there is no water to pass in those pipes.
So the empty pipes are there.
Right now are there. Infrastructure is available. First thing is that you have to develop the infrastructure.
That's always.
Otherwise, let's say water is available. If there is no infrastructure, how do I give? So infrastructure is available in all those CMCs area where the person is now trying to say. And now, as I said, now we are bringing another additional 500 MLDF water by March next year. So after March next year, definitely in the entire CMC area where this infrastructure is available, they will get Kaveri.
No, but you say infrastructure is already there.
So water is
So wherever
available.
infrastructure is available, you will provide water to the tanks.
Water
So
is
by-
available after March
Can
2000.
CMC areas hope to get water, Kaveri water from April?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great.
They all get that water.